Gamers and gamettes, what is going on? My name is Tanek127 and welcome back to another Blessed video. And before we get to today's video, I just want to say I hope you all had a happy Thanksgiving, a very safe Black Friday. I hope you all just had a wonderful weekend overall. Got to spend a lot of time with family, do some shopping and things like that. But make sure you guys were just safe about it. I've voiced here on the channel, how I feel about Black Friday and stuff like that before. I think it's just, pretty crazy how people act on that day. Me personally, I'm very cautious about it. But anyway, we're not here to ramble about that. And as always, let me give the shameless plugging as usual. Make sure you guys are following me on mixer.com/Tanek127. I live stream there a lot. I'll be doing a giveaway at 500 followers. And make sure you are following me at twitter.com/Tanek127. All my social media at Tanek127, and they're all down in the description below. But yeah, in today's video I want to talk a little bit more about Bless Unleashed. Now the beta has come and gone, and I've already expressed my happy thoughts with the beta, my concerns with the beta. These are things in game and stuff that's bothering me, things that I really enjoy and stuff like that. But I do have one little blistering concern that's been on my mind for a while, and I decided to go ahead and make a separate video on this because it was brought up in my comment section in my previous video a lot, and I honestly think that this could be an issue, something the developers need to look out for, mostly the marketing team and stuff like that. But I think this issue needs to be addressed as a team effort between the developers and the marketing team when it comes to Bless Unleashed. Now when I say that, the main thing that's concerning me is the one piece of information about Bless Unleashed we don't have yet, which is its release date, its release frame, the time frame where this game is going to come out. Well, if you weren't aware from my last video after reading the article, Bless Unleashed actually won't be arriving on Xbox One until 2020. And if the developers plan to bring it to other platforms, which I'm pretty sure at this point they probably do, it'll be on those platforms even later. That might not even happen in 2020 at all. As you guys know, game development is a pretty long process. But let's go ahead and read the note that the developers left us after the open beta, and I'm going to go ahead and give you guys my thoughts and let y'all know why I think this is a glaring issue and something that the developers and the marketing team really need to be concerned about. If you're reading this, chances are it's shortly after 10 a.m. PST on November 21st, and you've either wondering why you got kicked off from the servers or wondering what's next for Bless Unleashed. Fortunately, we've already answered one of those questions, so let's talk about the second. What's next for Bless Unleashed? Now that the open beta has finished, the true fun can begin. Together with the data we've collected from the servers and all the fantastic feedback we've got from Twitter, Facebook, and our subreddit, we will be working closely with the developers to address various pain points that we discovered throughout the open beta as we march towards preparing the game for full launch. We won't be announcing when our launch date will be until next year. However, we will be going into more detail over the next few weeks on what our next steps are to address your feedback as we continue to develop Bless Unleashed. It's been a great ride so far, and we look forward to continue to work with you as we work towards our official launch. We can't thank you enough for making it possible. We were really excited to see even more players experiencing Bless Unleashed in this open beta as compared to our previous closed beta, and with even more feedback, we will work with the developers to identify areas to improve and polish as we work towards launch. So thank you for helping us make Bless Unleashed the best game it can be. Honestly, a very heartful developer letter, and I'm excited about everything in there except their launch plans. Now let me explain to you guys why. Now the comment section in my previous video was pretty much filled with, hey, Bless isn't coming till 2020. Well, a little bit too late. I'm not going to be investing in this game because I'm waiting for so-and-so to come out. Now, this so-and-so was mostly filled with Phantasy Star Online 2 or with the most recent announcement of Final Fantasy XIV making its way to Xbox One. As of right now, most of the planet is assuming that Final Fantasy XIV will probably hit Xbox One sometime in 2020. I think that's a logical answer, even though, we don't exactly have a time frame on when that's going to release yet. So, but if it does launch in 2020, that does make more competition for Bless Unleashed. And not to mention, we also have Torchlight Frontiers and multiple other console MMOs that are rumored and some even confirmed to hit console in 2020. And we also have Black Desert Online slowly creeping their way up and catching their console port up to their PC counterpart at a very, very fast rate. I'm pretty sure that Black Desert will be caught up to its PC version on both systems sometime in 2020. If they don't accomplish that by 2020, I'll be highly surprised, especially at the rate that Pearl Abyss has been running. Now, the reason I say that this needs to be a joint effort between the marketing team and the development team is because there's a lot of things that the Bless team really needs to consider here. Especially with Final Fantasy XIV and Phantasy Star Online 2 alone, these aren't just any MMOs. These are massive juggernaut MMOs. Phantasy Star Online 2 is a legendary game by Sega that North America has been anticipating for probably the past 5 or 6 years now. Final Fantasy XIV, its numbers on PC and PS4 alone just speak volumes for it. How are we going to make sure Bless Unleashed and having some of the trouble that the Bless series has had in the past, no offense to the development team of course, how are we going to make sure that this game can survive those two juggernauts, that tidal wave, if that whole tidal wave actually comes in 2020? Well, there's a lot that the developers need to consider, and it's beyond things, getting the game polished, getting it ready for launch and stuff like that. They honestly need a good marketing strategy, a lot of things to entice people to play, a lot of things that have to be done properly and balanced in the game, right? Because one thing about Phantasy Star and Final Fantasy XIV, there's not really any pay to win in either of those games. And Bless Unleashed being a free to play title, there's always the concern of people putting or developers putting pay to win stuff in their games. So they do have to make sure that their market is fair. And also, one thing that Bless Unleashed is going to need, at least to my opinion, is a roadmap and a solid post-launch plan. I honestly think that's going to be the most important thing in Bless Unleashed surviving in 2020. Because a lot of MMOs right now that, I had believed that were going to be going on for a very long time, they're struggling here in 2019. Some of them have been struggling since mid and late 2018. And I've noticed, just a lot of console MMOs especially haven't been hanging on too well in the year 2019. And we'll be talking about some of those games later on throughout this week. But I really do think that Bless Unleashed is going to need a solid game plan to compete with a lot of the things that it's going to have going on next year, because there's going to be a lot of competition. Just hands up, straight out. There's going to be a lot of these MMOs are probably going to come off free to play. There's going to be probably some subscription based games. There could be some buy to play games. It all depends on how things work out. What's the developers monetization plans and all that stuff. But we have, like I said, guys, we have rumored games and we have some confirmed games. The top three that I know of personally, like I said, are Phantasy Star Online 2, Final Fantasy XIV, and Torchlight Frontiers. These are all three pretty big games, and they're not just the thing about these three games is they're not just unknown franchises. All three of them are very popular, long-winded, beloved, die-hard fan base franchises, and Bless is going to be stepping into a territory to compete with a lot of these, and especially since Bless is going to start exclusive on the Xbox One. All three of these will be hitting the Xbox One platform mainly in 2020. Phantasy Star Online 2, as you guys know, is going to start as an Xbox One exclusive, then move to other platforms later. Final Fantasy XIV, it's already on PC and PS4. It'll be a new experience for Xbox One players. And then not to mention Torchlight Frontiers, that's going to hit on PlayStation 4 and Xbox One, but it's still also hitting the console that Bless Unleashed is currently on. So I don't know, guys, let me know how y'all feel about this in the comments below. I just personally, after giving this some thought and seeing the comments I got in my last video, I'm not gonna lie, I personally became a little bit concerned for Bless Unleashed, and I figured this would be a good topic to talk about. Let me know what you guys think down in the comments. But if y'all enjoyed this video, smash that thumbs up button for me. And I want to thank you all so much for watching. It's your boy Tanek127, and please don't forget to like, share, subscribe, and I will see you guys in the next video. Till next time, peace out, take care.